Hey there guys, how's it going? Back with another video. So, I wanted to talk a little bit more about this upcoming fight we've got between Wilder and Fury, the rematch. As you guys know, the rematch is taking place in about a month, so it's coming up pretty quickly. And I gotta be honest, guys, like when I first saw that this fight was announced, when I first saw the fight was coming up, and even when I did my breakdown, I wasn't ultimately too fussed about it. I wasn't really excited about it. But I've got to be honest, a couple weeks in, and I believe I did my breakdown for this fight, was it, what, a week and a half ago, something like that? Since then, I've actually it's kind of hit me, and I'm actually kind of excited about this fight for whatever reason. And it's weird because when these guys were first set to fight, I wasn't really excited about it at all, but for whatever reason, I'm kind of looking forward to the rematch. I really am, because it's going to answer quite a few questions. Now, if you guys saw my prediction for the fight, if you saw my breakdown, then you'll know pretty much where I stand on how I think the fight should go. I'm expecting Tyson Fury to win the fight, and I'm expecting Tyson Fury to win the fight without any trouble whatsoever. I'm expecting a comfortable and conclusive victory for Tyson Fury. It doesn't necessarily have to be a knockout, but I'm definitely expecting Fury to win comfortably and without too many troubles. Now, on that subject for a second, in fact, before I move on to what I wanted to talk about in the video, I just wanted to elaborate on that a little bit. Basically, how I see it, if Tyson Fury doesn't win this fight, I mean, man, like, after all that's been said since the first fight, with the way that the first fight went, and with Fury going into that fight basically in horrible condition. I mean, he had two warm-up fights, two bum fights, where he looked really poor. He was coming off that 2-year layoff in which he'd been abusing his body and blown up in weight. And basically, my point is, going into that first fight, he had an excuse, a valid excuse pre-planned for why he wasn't 100% on the night. And of course, it cost him, and he ended up getting dropped twice, losing concentration, didn't really have the stamina to fight a hard 12 rounds, and that was what ultimately cost him. This time, however, this time around, he has no excuse whatsoever. If Tyson Fury doesn't win this fight, and I'm actually laughing thinking about it, like, if he loses this fight to Deontay Wilder, this rematch, after all the smoke that has been blown up his arse since the first fight, and after all that's been said and about all the narratives that we've been led to believe, if he loses this fight, that is fucking embarrassing. I'm not even I'm not even kidding, man. Like, if Tyson Fury doesn't win this fight, if he loses to Deontay Wilder in the rematch, that's flipping embarrassing. It really is. Like, what, I don't even know how to put that into words, how mortifying and how embarrassing that is for not only him but his fans. That's crazy. But yeah, moving on. I'm not expecting that to happen. I'm expecting Tyson Fury to win the rematch. I'm expecting him to win the rematch clearly and comfortably. All right, I see no alternative to that. All right, Wilder only has a puncher's chance, and to be honest, even with the puncher's chance, if he wasn't able to get Tyson Fury out of there the first time round, with Tyson Fury being that out of shape and that unprepared, how on earth is he going to do it this time? Unless there's some sort of skullduggery going on. So, yeah, I'm expecting Tyson Fury to win this fight. Like I said in my prediction, I'm putting my faith in Tyson Fury, all right? He can't lose this rematch. If he does, that's hilarious and it's crazy, but whatever, moving on, man. So yeah, I'm expecting Tyson Fury to win. What I wanted to talk about in this video, and let me get to the point, is Deontay Wilder's fan base. Now, by Deontay Wilder's fan base, I use the word fan base loosely. What I really mean is the LDBC. What I really mean is, you know, this cult of black supremacists, the LDBC, also known as the Black KKK, or the lousy, dumb, biased cunts, or whatever else you want to call them. This group of militant, anti-white, just real extremists that we have in the boxing community. They're like jihadis or something. They're like death to the West. These types of individuals. They're like a cult of mask-wearing psychopaths, like Antifa. Just banding together and spreading their extremist propaganda all over the internet. Except they do it through boxing. You know, they use boxing as their outlet. And Deontay Wilder is the new guy that they've latched onto, because this is what these people like to do. It's sort of like idol worship. They'll latch onto somebody. They'll latch onto somebody who they can use to progress their cause. Now, guys, you might remember when Rigondeaux was undefeated, back when Rigondeaux was champion, and it goes to show you how thin the loyalty of these cult members is. You know that their loyalty really hangs by a thread. It only takes one thing. It only takes one incident to shake that loyalty, or to just break that loyalty altogether. And basically, these people used to latch on to Rigondeaux. You know, he was their hero. You remember back when Rigondeaux was undefeated, and Rigondeaux was the boogeyman, and he was the superior black man that nobody could touch. And you know, no, it was like no man born from his mother could touch him. You know, because his defense was that good, and you know anybody, you know, everybody was scared to get in the ring with this guy. You know, Carl Frampton was terrified, and Scott Quigg was terrified, and Lomachenko was terrified, because those are all just great white hopes, and this guy was, you know, the superior bred black man who was going to bring honor to the black race, and he was going to break Lomachenko's jaw, and he was going to move up 2 weight divisions, and Vasyl Lomachenko was going to run because he was so terrified and scared of this little guy. Like, Lomachenko would rather fight Mikey Garcia in a higher division than fight this guy, because this guy is so superior, and you know, he just can't handle the superior genetics of the undefeated black guy. Like, you remember the prediction videos? He's gonna break his jaw. You know, look, Rigondeaux is the hero. He's so hard done by. He's such a victim. He's the boogeyman. He's the guy that nobody wants to fight. He's our hero. He's pound for pound the best thing we've ever seen since sliced bread. Then, of course, the fight happened. Rigondeaux lost the fight. It was like snap of the fingers. They forgot he ever existed. They haven't talked about Rigondeaux since. You know, this cult of these, you know, the black KKK, you know, worshippers of this guy Rigondeaux, they dropped him instantly. They forgot he ever existed. They forgot about his name. They completely depersoned him, showing that the loyalty of these people, despite the fact that they spent the best part of 5 years bumming this guy, absolutely goggling this guy's balls and telling us how amazing he is and how he's the greatest thing they've ever seen. All it took was him to lose to one white guy, and that was it. Loyalty gone. You know, it was the same with Gary Russell. They all used to prop him up. You know, they used to act like he was the best thing ever. Remember 78, the leader of that cult? You know, his old videos, he used to prop up Gary Russell. Soon as he lost to Lomachenko again, they haven't talked about him since. They completely dropped him like that. They forgot his name. And it was as if he never existed. Same with Nicholas Walters. You know, he was going to knock out Lomachenko. You know, Lomachenko's scared of this guy because he's superiorly bred. You know, he's the superior athlete from the superior race. And Lomachenko better pray that this guy doesn't use his jab and all that. And he's too powerful and flipping hilarious, man. Like, see, when I think back to the YouTube boxing community and some of these, you know, some of these bandwagons that these people jumped on, and then when this fighter lost, all of a sudden bandwagon gone, completely jumped ship. It's really funny, man. I mean, I could give so many examples. I mean, these people used to not hug Adrian Broner. They used to say Adrian Broner was the truth, and he was the shit, and he was the next big thing. Of course, until he lost to some people of different persuasions. You know, he lost to a Hispanic man, and you know, they just completely lost interest in him. You know. Oh man. But yeah, is Deontay Wilder, because like I said to you guys, I'm expecting Deontay Wilder to lose to Tyson Fury. That's genuinely what I think will happen. How are these guys gonna cope? Like, I'm almost tearing up just thinking about it. Like, how are these LDBC guys, these cultists, right? These psychopaths, right? This religious cult of black supremacists who have latched onto Deontay Wilder and for the past 5 years or so have been swinging off the guy's scrotum. How are they going to put up with it? Like, how are they going to live with themselves? How are they going to look at themselves in the mirror if Deontay Wilder loses to a white guy? How are they going to do it? Like, it's funny, man. Like, if Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder, Are these people ever going to talk about Deontay Wilder again? Are they going to forget he ever existed? Are they going to throw Wilder under the bus and just completely abandon him? Do you know what? I'm going to make a prediction right now. If Tyson Fury wins the fight, he might not win the fight, okay? But I'm expecting him to. If he doesn't win the fight, that's flipping hilarious. All right, and him and his fans will have a lot to answer for after all the talk that they've done over the years. But yeah, if Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder, these guys are going to throw Wilder under the bus. I'm telling you right now, they're going to say that he was I'm not going to use the C word because I'll get banned, but you know what word I'm talking about. They're going to say he was that. They're going to say that they never really supported him, and he was just, they liked his style, but they never really were that behind him. They never really believed he was that good. They're going to point out all the things that we've been pointing out about Wilder for years, like the fact that the dude hasn't fought anybody, like the fact that most of his fights in recent years have been fixed, like the fact that he just ain't that good. And do you know what they'll probably do? They'll probably jump onto the next up-and-coming black heavyweight. Like, they'll probably jump onto F.A. Ajagba or something like that, All of a sudden, Wilder will be yesterday's news, and they'll have forgot he ever existed, and it'll be like, no, this guy, F.A. Ajagba, he's the shit. He the shit. That guy will be the next one they jump onto. It's kind of like how, they've all jumped onto Devin Haney, and they're all trying to say that Lomachenko's ducking Devin Haney. I mean, he was ducking Gary Russell, whipped his ass. Fuck Gary Russell. He's ducking Rigondeaux. He whipped his ass. He's ducking Walters, whipped his ass. Now he's ducking Devin Haney. Like, there's always got to be someone he's ducking, Man, like, it's gonna be funny. I'm having some fun with this video, man. I'm just playing with you guys. I'm just trolling, man. But if Tyson Fury wins, wow, I hope he wins, man. Like, if he does, that's gonna be funny, and he better win. If he doesn't, I'm gonna take the piss. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna take the piss, but I'm not gonna take the piss. Alright, I'm not like that. I don't kick a man while he's down. But I tell you right now, Tyson Fury better win this fight. If he doesn't, he's got a lot to answer for, because he's done his fair. He and his fan base, his cult of worshippers, have done their fair share of talking, haven't they? And made their fair share of bold claims. And with the way that the first fight went, with an out of shape Tyson Fury being able to trouble Wilder as much as he was, and only lost the fight due to 2 knockdowns. If it wasn't for those 2 knockdowns, with the way that the scoring went, he would have won. I mean, how can you go from that to then losing the rematch? That doesn't make sense to me. So, no pressure, Tyson. No pressure. You got to win this fight. You got to win this fight convincingly. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Anyway, I'm just having some fun. Will Deontay Wilder's fans, his cult, will they abandon him as soon as he loses? Of course they will. You know they will. I know they will. All right. So we'll see what happens. I don't have a horse in this race, but I'm looking forward to this fight now. I really am looking forward to it. So thanks for watching. God bless each and every one of you. Stay vigilant, and yeah, God bless.